Hi students, we have completed our first lessons from the Spectrum textbook of MP government. Now we have to do the workbook also with the textbook. So it is our duty to complete the every exercise of the workbook every day properly. I think many of the students send me their homeworks in the WhatsApp group. So I am appreciating the girls who send me the homework and who didn't send me the homework. I also want to say them that please send the homeworks, otherwise you will lose your time, because time is very important for us, and in the lockdown period we have missed so much time from our life. That means 2 months we have lost, and we have to complete our syllabus within the limited time. So it is your duty to do homework every day. Let's begin the today's topic from workbook, that we are learning about the Teach Me to Listen Lord. Today we will solve the workbook exercise to increase our word power. First one is, we have many types of saying things. Somewhere we are using softness with the word, and sometimes we use it as a loud. So here are some words we have to describe about it is soft or loud, and what is the mood of these word. First word is whisper. You know, whisper means fusfusana. We always, the pitch of this voice is used as a softly, and generally we use it secret things to show. So it is mood is secretive. Second word is murmur. That is also its pitch of the voice is so soft, and it is when we are in romantic or complaining mood, then we use these types of voice. Next is the blanks for you. You have to find out the answer from your dictionary, but I am helping you to find it. Mumble. Mumble is also just as a whisper, but when we angry with someone, otherwise other one didn't do our job not very properly, then we mumbled many times. That means बड़बड़ाना या भुनभुनाना. It is always, its pitch of the voice is soft, and its mood are generally when we show some agreement with the other one, or we complaining to the others. Muter are the same as mumbled. Its pitch is also soft, and also it is used for complaining or shout. Shout are the word which is not soft. Its pitch of the voice is loud. When we are in very joyful mood, we use shout. Alas, hi, God, dear God. These are the words we use suddenly, and sometimes we also shout when we show the angriness. So its mood are with angry and complaining mood. Otherwise, in joyful mood, we use shout. Scream are the also same when we threaten from something, or we want to call any help from others, otherwise we oppose anyone, then we use scream. In the Hindi we can say it cheek. Its pitch of voice is also loud. Another word is shriek. It is also same as the scream, so its pitch is also loud and its mood is also complaining, otherwise indicating something strange. So I think you understand these words easily, and it's your duty to see these words in your dictionary, and you have to find out the real pronunciation and its meaning. Now, if you loses my words, then I have to prepare a slide for you to answering these. Just look the slide. This is the slide I make for you. You can take the screenshot of this and use it as a answer sheet. I think you have seen it. The next one is silent word. You know, in English there are so many words which have the some alphabets are in silent. The letters used in writing but not in sound. When we pronunciate it, the sound of that letter is silence. Here are some words given, just like the first one, psychic. Its spelling start with P, but P is silent here. Calm, here B is also used, but B is silent here. Honest, its spelling also started with H, but H is silent here, so we didn't pronounce it, and we pronunciate it the word as honest. The next word is Christmas. Here Christ, T is also present here, but we didn't pronunciate T here, so we call this word Christmas. The next word is knowledge. You know it, general knowledge, subject knowledge, many words you have heard about it, but you don't know. Here D is used, but it not pronunciated by us, so D is the silent here. Form, here R is also present, but we didn't pronunciate it, so these are the silent word. P is in the psychic, B in the calm, honest in the H in the honest, T in the Christmas, D in the knowledge, R in the form. I think you have cleared it. So I help you to make a answer of these easily. A new slide. Here you take a screenshot of this and make answers in your workbook. The next is a very interesting topic for you, that which poem you have read 2 days ago. Here are some multiple answer questions. You have to choose the right one. According to the poet, the person nearest to him are. In the poem, we have learned who are the nearest to us. Member of his family, friends, co-workers, all of them. In this answer, member of this his family, friends, co-workers, all these options are true. So the fourth one, all of them, is the correct. The next, the poet has not mentioned pupil as far from him. Poet doesn't mention to the pupil as far. Hopeless are the far from, forgotten are the far from, Anguished are the far from, but downtrodden are not far from. So the right answer is downtrodden. Next is conscience is the inner voice that warns us against. What inner voice warns us against? Helping the poor? I think this is not our answer. Worshipping the God? Whose inner voice gives this answer? That worshipping of the God is not a good thing. I think no one can. An exploration? Nothing. A sinful deed? I think this is the right one. So conscience is the inner voice that warns us against, अर्थात हमें बुरे कर्तव्यों के प्रति, बुरे कामों के प्रति जो वार्न करती है इनर वॉइस, तो ये सही आंसर होना चाहिए. अ सिंफुल डीड इज द राइट वन. नेक्स्ट, द पोएट वांट अस टू रीच टू द एंड लिसन टू देयर प्ली. द पोएट wanted to reach the person are criminals, oppressed people, good speaker, good listener. I think criminal doesn't want to reach near. Good speakers can express their view easily. Good listener is the good quality of the. Only oppressed people want to say something else that we have to listen. So the oppressed people is the right answer. The next one is the poet want us to listen to. In the last, that is God's voice. I think all the multiple answers have been solved, and I have made a slide who forgotten my words. So you have to do it by taking a simple screenshot and get the answers of these. The next slide is for the answer, right? The starred answers are the right answers. So you have to do it in your fair notebook as we done before. Now next one is fill in the blanks. Here in the box we have given some words that to be choose us and filled in the blanks. First one is listening. That means सुनना, सुनने की कला. Second one, heed. Heed means to pay attention, सम्मान देना. अ गुड लिसनर, एक अच्छा सुनने वाला. अ प्रेयर, एक प्रार्थना. कॉन्शियंस, हमारी आत्मविश्वास या अंतरात्मा की आवाज. नाउ रेडी टू फिल द चूज वर्ड. दिस पोयम इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ. So in the first, when we explain the lesson, I have told you in first that when we start anything, we start with the prayer. So the poem is in the form of a prayer. The right answer is a prayer. The poet want us to be. In whole poem, the central mood of the poem is to want a good listener. So the poet want us to be a good listener. Now the third one is dash is a skill which is acquired through dedication and practice. How can we learn listening? That is the skill. So listening is a skill which is acquired through dedication and practice. So listening is the right word for fill here. Fourth, our dash distinguish between what is right and what is wrong. Who distinguish between what is right and what is wrong? Our conscience. हमारी अंतरात्मा हमें सही और गलत के विषय में बताती है. We should dash the voice which may not be within earshot. We should heed the voice. ऐसी आवाज को हमें सम्मान देना चाहिए. हीड. I think all the blanks had been filled, and it is also you have to do in your fair notebook. So work is increasing, but we have to do it for our education. So I have made again a slide for you that belongs to the right words filled in the blanks. You have to simply screenshot this and answered this in your notebook. So the next is, again we have found a poem in our workbook which we have to read and answered some questions belongs to this poem. This poem is about we are the future. हम सभी इस देश के भविष्य हैं. Now ready to read it with me. Now not just you are, not just he or she, but we. Many times you use you as a you here. You are the student of that time which you are using WhatsApp as a educational medium for the student and teacher, and in the WhatsApp you have many times used you as you. It is the short form of you. Not just you, केवल तुम नहीं, या not just he or she, ना ये ना वो. What we are the future, परंतु हम इस देश के भविष्य हैं. वी वर्क एज ए टीम. हम सभी को एक टीम की तरह मिलकर के, समूह की तरह मिलकर के काम करना है. वी लिव बाय अवर क्रीड कॉज वी बिलीव. हम सभी लोग एक निश्चित पंथ के, एक ही पंथ के और एक ही तरफ विश्वास करने वाले लोग हैं. दैट वी आर द फ्यूचर, जो कि आने वाले समय में हम अपने देश का भविष्य हैं. इसलिए हम सभी लोग एक ही पंथ पर चलने वाले लोग हैं. We have the power, we have the strength. हम सभी के पास बराबर ताकत है, हम सभी के पास क्षमताएं हैं. We will finish the race no matter the length. अब सही लक्ष्य को पाने की लंबाई कितनी भी ज्यादा क्यों ना हो, हमें अपने उस लक्ष्य को, उस प्रतियोगिता को पास करना है, उसे पाना है और हमेशा उसके लिए सतत प्रयास करना है. We work together a team as a whole. हमें सबको मिलकर साथ में करना है. जैसे कि एक टीम कहीं पर खेलती है तो वो पूरी मेहनत के साथ उसके पूरे खिलाड़ी काम करते हैं, वैसे ही हम सभी लोगों को भी अपने इस देश के लिए एक साथ मिलकर के काम करना है. एक्सेप्टिंग एवरी चैलेंज, एवरी एम एंड एवरी गोल. हमें हर चुनौती को, हर लक्ष्य को, हर उद्देश्य को पाना है और उसे स्वीकार करना है. वी आर द फ्यूचर, क्योंकि हम सभी इस देश का भविष्य हैं. द फ्यूचर अननोन, इट्स ए स्टोरी अनटोल्ड. भविष्य अनदेखा है, अनजाना है, इसके विषय में पहले से कोई नहीं बता सकता है. इट इज ए मूवी अनसीन टू बी मेड बाय यू एंड मी. यह एक ऐसी चलचित्र कथा है जो हमारे और आपके द्वारा बनाई जानी है. नो मैटर व्हाट दे टेल यू, अवर फ्यूचर इज ब्राइट. इसमें कोई संदेह नहीं है, कोई समस्या नहीं है कि आने वाला भविष्य हमारा बहुत ही सुंदर है. We will face every hurdles, we will climb up the height. हमें हर परेशानियों का सामना करना है और ऊंचाइयों पर चलते जाना है. We are the future, क्योंकि हम इस देश के भविष्य हैं. From cities and town here we have come. कुछ लोग शहर से आते हैं, कुछ लोग कस्बों से आते हैं, कुछ लोग ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों से आते हैं, सभी अलग अलग जगह से आते हैं. Together as one to build our nation. क्यों? क्योंकि हमें अपने राष्ट्र का निर्माण करना है. चाहे हम शहर के हों, चाहे हम कस्बों से हैं, चाहे हम ग्रामों से हैं, हम सभी को मिलकर के अपने राष्ट्र का निर्माण करना है. यंग वुमेन एंड मैन वॉकिंग हैंड इन हैंड. आज सभी पुरुष और महिलाएं कंधे से कंधे मिलाकर के काम कर रही हैं. वी स्टैंड बाय अवर क्रीड प्राउड टू बी इंडियन. क्योंकि हम भारतीयों का सभी का पंथ एक है और हमें इस बात पर गर्व है कि हम सब भारतीय हैं. वी आर द फ्यूचर, क्योंकि हम इस देश का भविष्य हैं. दिस पोयम is a type of a song written by Sonia Sirsat, and you have found the meaning of some words. There are so many words here which are hard for you, that you didn't hear before, so you have to note down that word in your fair notebook, and you have to find the meaning of that word from your dictionary. So it is also a homework for you, that to find the hard words meaning from this poem. I think the poem has been complete, and today's educational video is also complete. I hope you have understand the meaning of this poem. So you have to do the word meaning of the hard word. Thank you for the watching this video. Thank you.